Hey, it's Right Touch. Decided to come fishing a little bit. Clouds kind of came in, but it's overcast. A little breezy and cool now. Cooled down a bit, but it's not raining. It's not raining though, so that's a good thing. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I was like, well, I'll go for a little bit. Had some stuff to do today, and we'll see what's happening over here today. Oops. Just curious. Yeah, right. Don't blame me. The fish bite, they bite, right? Don't blame me. There's a lot of shenanigans, right? Yeah, just there's always some stuff that not be making sense sometimes. These things that go on in this world, boy. But I figure come out here for maybe get an hour in or something. So it hello. Trying to look at that screen name there. Yeah. I don't feel like this is a fishy day today for me for some reason. I just feel like I'm kind of out here today. Not totally. And it was really nice the last couple of days, so I'm assuming everybody was out fishing. So I'm out on the day when nobody's out here. Hardly anybody out here fishing. See what happens. Not seeing no fish feeding or jumping or nothing. So. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just kind of jump on sometimes. I just like, this is one of those situations like I didn't have time to say notifying, nothing. I just, it's like, get up, go. I had a meeting, like a little meeting thing this morning. So I was like, yeah, the plan was to go earlier, but I was like, I have to get that done first. Like, get that out of the way and then do whatever you're going to do for today. I appreciate that. I don't know. I don't see much activity around here. But you never know, maybe. You never know. But now this is Washington weather though. Overcast sky. This is like usually what you get. But it's not cold. It's not super cold, so that's good right now. It's like I come out here for a few hours, hour or so, see what's happening. Not really seeing nothing around. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Sometimes just spare the moment. This would be one of them. And every time I set that notify, it doesn't. I always kind of struggle with that when I set the notify that it's live. It's kind of fumble with that thing. Someone's doing something around here. It's sneaking around here. Hear the well, it's Washington. What do you expect? But it's very loud. Let's just say that. It's very loud around here right now. Somebody out there, but it's funny because I was watching this person when I walked up here. That's probably who it is. Well, start off with the spoon. No, not seeing nothing over around. No activity. Hardly any fish activity today. No, not seeing any. No, maybe. Right here. I think I saw something. Barely make it out. Like right here. We got oh, come on. Oh, all right. Oh, we got there's a bunch of perch in here right now. So I just saw like 5 or 6 of them just come out. So that's cool. Something. There goes one. Just got hit. Here he comes. So there's a couple perch are in here. All right, came in close more than before. I don't even have to cast it that far. That's cool. That's kind of cool. Let's see if I can get one. I got some. That was kind of neat. So we'll probably catch something. Probably gonna catch something. Though. I'm just using the Castmaster right now, and I just got a hit, but it was a perch. I saw him follow it in, so there's a couple fish around. Thought I saw something. See if I can jig one up from the bottom here. Came after it, but I didn't get it. He didn't get hooked. So that's a good thing. Didn't see no trout though. But that's something better than that. Kind of cool to catch a couple of perch. Let's throw out this direction. Thought I saw something. I was like, is that a fish right there? So he's really close to shore. It's overcast, can barely make him out. Big Tish, what's up? I'm low on worms, so I did not bring worms today. I brought let's see if I can get one. I brought a cured shrimp instead. Let's see if we can get one on the shrimp. What's up, Mucky? What's up, Mick?
Are you looking out at the water or are you on your phone?
No, I'm actually live streaming right now.
I thought maybe you were looking at what you were looking at.
No, there's people chatting to me and they're watching me catch fish. So, yeah. You guys caught that? It's funny. She's like, "What are you doing?" Tish, remember we were talking about that one day? Hey, there it was. If you heard it, she was like, "What? Who's he talking to?" As I say, when you wear this thing, sometimes it looks kind of funny to other people when they're walking up to you. This contraption. We were just talking about that like a couple days ago. Yeah, to them, they're like, "What? Who's he talking to?" So they were after this. We can put I want the little mini ones. I brought. Try this. What this do? I might try it. We'll try a marabou since I saw a few do these perch around. Yeah, I was almost not gonna come today because I was gonna go Friday and then things kind of got thwarted. And I was like, well, I'll just hang out. And I was like, I'll go Monday, but I still had like a meeting thing. I had to talk to this guy today, and that was that went okay. But then I gotta get someone else to handle what I need to handle now because that person ain't gonna be working there no more. So I'm like, okay, thought this was gonna be easy. It's literally. Yeah, I got some shrimp that I made it. Some cool little shrimps. Stuff's kind of messy though, but it's got some scent on it. I was like, so I'm running low on worms. I made like some like little pieces of shrimp meat, cured shrimp meat. Stuff is gets your hands so dirty though. It's the same stuff we use on the salmon to make the little salmon cures and stuff. But I just mixed it a little different so I can see if I can catch perch and stuff with it, other fish with it. I don't know. Tip it with a little piece of shrimp, and since I saw some perch, see what happens. What's going on? Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna see what happens. See any? See if anything. What's a piece of this shrimp meat? You gotta be hungry. I actually was having problems with the app like on Sunday, and I was trying to do something. It was acting kind of strange, and the chats were kind of doing weird stuff too. I don't know where those perch went to. There's a couple. They're out here. I have to just use straight. See what happens here. Yeah, I was like, yeah, there's a little scent, something on there. Because I saw him chasing that spoon right here. Oh, there he comes. He's coming for the jig. Oh, he turned away. Came from the depths. Barely make them out because they look so different than they got a different pattern than the trout got on them. So like, I just see the white of the mouth of the fish like coming up real slowly from the bottom. I'm like, what is that? Oh, it's like a fish. He's just right behind it. He's just not. He took some interest in it. It's like right here. Oh, it's like right here. It's like really close. He just turned away though from it. But it's just a perch. Perch aren't the most agile fish compared to like trout and bass, so you gotta keep it down there in their face, kind of. They're not the most fastest fish. They kind of. Nope. Kind of. They're not like super fast. They kind of will sit in the weeds sometimes and ambush stuff. So they don't like a bass or a trout or muskie or something. And They rarely come out and clobber or anything. They just kind of get, just kind of dunk. Oh, there's a fish there. Definitely a few of them are in around here. I might change to a smaller jig here in a minute. Let's just check this one out to see. They take any interest in it. But definitely more perch in here. There's only got one last time. Saw about 2 or 3. More fish moving in here. Not really seeing any trout activity though. Let's leave it on the bottom for a second here. Hello, Saving Private Ryan. Or everything I like this jig, different color. Oh, I can barely make that out. Let's try. A little windy. A little windy today. Look. Let's try snatching it off the bottom real quick. No, that's it. Got more luck with that spoon, I think. That's how it is, though. You fish with what thinks works, and you don't get. Fish ain't too interested in it. Let's see here. The spinach is growing. Starting to really grow in now. Alright, well. We definitely have some, let's see. Good sign, that might mean yeah, I know they bite the trout magnets too. What do we want? All kinds of goodies in here. I'll put the smallest jig in we can get on here. Ugh. That'll be fun. Try one of those Otter cat grubs. That was kind of fun. It's like smaller. Active watchers here. Here they come. Out here in overcast Washington. Nutrition. Oh my goodness, man. I was laughing at someone. We were talking about that kind of stuff like a couple days ago. And I just found it was funny. And we said, what's up with these young folks in that? I don't know. We were like, it's a new breed of people. And that's what they rap about, all this stuff. We were all kind of laughing, like, that is kind of weird, isn't it? Like, how did this become like a trend? Kind of laughing about it. Like, how did that become a thing? This shot's kind of acting up on me. Come on. Let's put one of these. We got all those grubs. They were kindly given to me. I got these ones that are kind of green color. Almost like a chartreuse motor oil green. I'm gonna try one. Very small ones. Some of these small grubs. Let's see what happens. Saw some of these little perch kind of following it in. Put a smaller cheek on. We'll put crawfish on it too, just to, because you never know. You got a little crawfish scent left. So I put some of that on there. Trying not to get that red stuff on my bag. That stuff does not come out very good. Your hands will be like super purple, like magenta, basically. And that cure. Let's give it a go. So, Mr. Kia. Let's see if I can get one of these little perches. Oh, oh. Okay. Something. Alright, they're a little interested. I just gotta get one to bite it. Oh, there he is. Come on. Oh, missed him. Come on, come back. Here, stay around here. No. He was interested in it. Alright, he didn't commit to it though. That was Just a perch though. So I'll probably get one. So you can get him on the curly tail. Little grib. Let's see. Just missing the bait. That's funny. Little perch. Hey, Maggie. Come on, fish. Hmm. Well, it's good to be out of the house. Spent the last 3 days almost in the house. Come on, fish. Here, here. Oh, see something. Fine. Showed some interest in it. I just couldn't get him to grab it.
Yeah, exactly. The same we've been. For the weekend.
That's why I said, come back, grab my lure. But that's a good sign though. You just know now it's warmer than it was last time I came. There's more fish around. There's a couple of them. I saw like 3 or 4 perch. If I had worms, I'd probably catch them. But I've caught them on shrimp before too. That was my next option. Bring a piece of shrimp. Use lures because I have bait. Tons of bait around. I don't want to buy any right now. Get some later this week. Buy some worms or something. Or dig them up, one of the two. Which one do I feel like doing? What's that? Oh. Yeah. It's not a super beautiful day, but it is peaceful out here. It's not like sunny or anything, but it's nice. It's quiet. There's not a lot of activity yet. It's getting there. People are starting to stir. Oh, I just missed a bite. All right, that was good. Something did it. Don't. Where'd he go? Something just gave me a little bump. Didn't get the hooks in them though. That's good. At least they're biting. That's a good sign. Might not be big, but it's something. What is going on here? Come on, fish. Just the same thing happened again. Let it go down. Come on. Let's see if we can. Get one of these fish that keeps following it to get caught. Let's see what it says here. Oops. It's so crazy that something just came up. There was a piece of bread that was floating. Or something was floating and something just came up and grabbed it. Little small piece. Something floating on the surface here. Oh, not seeing none. What's going on, fish? You guys were after this lure a minute ago. We were just crank it. See what happens. But you're not the fastest fish. So. That's why I had to jig that lure quite a few times because he just couldn't get a hold of it. It just kept missing the bait. Like, they're not really super agile, so it's funny. What's up, Matthew? Let's see here. Come on, fish. See if any are following it. Oh, here it comes. Oh. There's a little one. A little guy. Actually, a little trout came. It's very tiny one. There's tiny trout came and grabbed it. Smaller than any of those other ones that I even caught. Very tiny. Very tiny little guy. He's so little that bait big as him almost. That's a little bait. That's funny.
Catch anything here?
Perch. I've seen a few perch follow the bait in. Haven't been able to catch one yet. But they like look at it and they dart away.
It's not attractive enough yet.
I guess not.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there's a few fish in here. I say that all the time about everything. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, there's not too many people stirring right now. Come on, let's get one on the jig. Got one on a spoon, we can get one on a jig. That's usually what we catch them on. Yeah. Keep trying. They're at least chasing after it. One of them's got a fall for it, along with the lure. Yeah. See if anything's following it. Yep. I see. It's so crazy when you see them doing this stuff like this. It's so crazy. You wear your Polaroid glasses and you can see those fish like rushing up to it. And then something goes, it makes them say, no, something's wrong. Yeah, I think so. I think so. She had her coffee and everything. Walking. Be careful, you never know. You never know. Fishing these little curly tails. Walk over here a little ways. Yeah. Yeah, she passed by me, didn't say anything, but when she came back, she was like, it's funny because she looked at me and then she didn't say nothing, but she was watching me, and then she just passed on by and went over to the little place to get coffee, and then she had her little drink with her, and then she's like beelined it like straight to me. She's like, "You catch anything over here?" Not yet, not today, but sometimes. Sometimes you get some nice fish in here, big ones. And sometimes you get little ones. We got a bunch of perch. Oh, here it comes one. Come on. Come on. Nope. Couldn't fool him. Couldn't get him to bite. They're definitely showing themselves. Let's see if I take the grill off. I'll just put the shrimp meat in. See if they want it. I might have made it too strong because this stuff, you can make it too strong. You can almost make it too strong to where the scent is so strong it gets the fish won't bite it because it's too strong, too strong. Little bites.
What's this area called?
Coulon?
Huh?
Coulon Park? So now y'all know where I'm at. But,
This is really ocean.
well, it was well, that lady was the one lady, and there was two of them walking in there getting their food or whatever, and stopped at the food place, and they're like, she's like, "Who are you talking to somebody?" She's like, "You talking to your phone?" Like, I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "Yeah, this contraption is like strapped to me." Me and Tish were talking about that like the other weekend ago, and I was like, "Yeah, people like they see me like walking down the trail, and this mounts on me. They're like, what? They're like, what is that? They're like, what is that thing? What are you doing?" Some people think, "What are you doing?" And then other people are like, "Oh, he's filming something." They know what's happening. It's kind of funny. And then like I was walking somewhere, and I just like, well, let me just like stream something. And then like the guy was like, "That's a nice rig you got." And I just laughed. You had me laughing. I was like, "I guess, man." He called it a rig. He's like, "It's like a little rig there." I was just like, "Okay." He was cracking up about it. No, this spot is like well known for fishing, man. Like it's known that there's fish. Nothing super crazy about it. It's just more of getting them to bite. Like anything, you gotta figure out how to make what you're trying to catch bite. There comes some ducks. Hang out. Hanging out with me. Yeah, the little two older ladies. Nothing wrong with that, but they are out of my age range. They're out of my age range. Nice, very nice for those. Young older lady, a little older than me. Very nice. Good interactions are always good. Yeah, these ducks know what's up. They're man made a joke about the last time because I had three male ducks. All three of them like walked up on me and they just stood there staring at me, and they were really close. I was, look at these three bachelors, and they were the mallards, male mallard ducks, and they're just staring me down. And expected me to give them something. I was like, look, these three bachelors, hooligans. And they just stood there staring at me. It's pretty funny. It's like a bunch of hooligans, these ducks. Kind of waiting on that because I won that chatterbait and the other thing on that hitch drawing, and I was just kind of like, okay. So I was like, I was kind of waiting because I want to try that out. But I was like, I'm going fishing. I had one and it got old. It fell apart in the box. This kid is having a ball with these ducks over here. Well, I'm gonna let it sit here. grabs it. He snatches my pole in the water. I need to find these crappie jigs that I had in here. I don't know where I put that. It's in the bottom. Oh, I got these. I got the mini box stuff way down in here. Forgot. Old like chatter bait, like a miniature one. Kind of fell apart on me. It's kind of cold. It's not really super cold, but it is. The wind's kind of like always blowing into this area. Got nothing to protect me from the wind. Oh, here we go. These are old crappie jigs. I do have a few. These are like really old. Look at those things. That way you can see it. It's an old marabou crappie jig. Really small little deal. Super old. Those are like vintage. I have like a few still left. Old ones. Oh yeah, and I do have one of these. Let's see what it looks like on jig head there. I'm just curious to see what this looks like on here. I don't know, I think that looks kind of good. What do y'all think of that? Should try this. Classics. Well, throw this away. Yeah, with a crappie jig. Oh, let me plug this in too. About to lose power here. If I don't. You can hear the train. See if I can get this to sit right. Tight. It won't. Because I don't want y'all going in the water. Sorry. Yeah, so I guess see if we can get some juice. See if it's charging or not. Okay, it is. I'm hooking up my rig, as the guy said. Hooking up the rig. I'm not sure how they'll like this cured shrimp on here. It's just a piece of shrimp. Just thought I'd try it. Fish over here and see. Wind. If y'all can hear it. Wind coming in here a little bit. I think spoon is it. Man. Spoon's been the ticket. Getting bait here. So. Train. I hear the train coming. Whew. 4:30. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be out of here by then. On my time, I'm probably. I think I'm gonna only spend like another hour. Maybe another hour or so. I'm gonna take off. I was doing some other stuff today, so I was like, well, I'm gonna go fishing for a little bit, mess around, see if I can tempt some. One little trout, and a bunch of perch. Folks, people. Well, they don't seem to be wanting this, but they want the jig. It's kind of weird. Anything belong in there? So, lures it's a lure day, guys. I mean, you would think I'd throw that in there, get bit immediately. Just a piece of shrimp meat. Apparently, no. I think the jig's got a cool colored paint though. It's got like a red to it. Try the style. Come on, ready to fishy. I caught them with shrimp meat, but I just, here, I don't know, like, let's see. That's what I forgot. That's what I need to buy. Gotta write that on the list of fishing tackle. Is I need to buy the need to buy all-purpose scent again because just for something that's all-purpose or more crawfish type stuff. So smell. Oh, she's. Oh, I told her, I said, I'm going fishing for a bit. Ruben. Just this morning, she said, "Where were you?" I said, "What were you doing?" I was like, "I was partially awake, sleep, listening." I was actually listening to everybody, but I was just partially asleep. And then I had a meeting thing, so I had to do that before I could really do anything in it. And it was over the phone, so it was one of those things where you have to be on the lookout for that phone call. And I'm on a different time too frame than y'all. Yeah, different time zones. So you guys are ahead of me. Like it's only I've only been out here for an hour. It's 12 o'clock already. You know, for you guys, that's why it's like it's lunchtime. It's lunchtime for me. It's already 2 o'clock for you guys. 3 o'clock almost. You're a couple hours ahead. Yeah, I got here 10:30ish maybe, 10:40ish. Oh, I just see a school of fish. I don't know what they're. Yeah, they're little trout, little guys. I just saw a school of little trout come by, cruise by. A tiny one, really tiny, not even big enough to catch. I could see them like darting around. Oh, snap this run, yeah. Kelsey. Yeah, let's fish for a little bit. I didn't get to go Friday, so I didn't want to go on the weekend. So let me go today for a little bit. See if I can catch anything. Thank you. I appreciate it, Kelsey. Come hang out for a little bit. Yeah, what's she making? She making food over there? Cooking? Sure, she's probably cooking something over there. Kelsey's a wild one, y'all. Be prepared. No, she's good, folks. She's good, folks. She's good, folks. I'm trying not to mess this thing up. Jamie, what's up? Jamie comes out of nowhere. Fisher's touch. She popped up out of nowhere. It's funny. Hello. Surprise. It's funny. Yeah, I was surprised when the Thai flies came in yesterday. I was sitting there just listening in the chat yesterday, Jamie. I was just sitting there and I was like, yeah, I'm just sitting here. I was like, oh, Thai flies just popped in here. And I just sat there. I was just kind of sitting. I was looking at some different things. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this, or I'm gonna see if I can buy that. Do I need this? And so he popped in the chat. I was like, oh, hey, what's going on there? No, nothing. Usually have good luck on the green and white. Little tube jig. This window, boy. You're back. Yeah, it's like laughing at Rotisserie because he was over on Ty Fly's channel. I was like, you traitor, you betrayed me. And he's like, I want this one. I want one of those worms, those little. He wanted the realistic looking earthworm. He wanted one of those. I was like, I can tie that. I just don't. I was like, I have to go, get those materials from them, from Thai Flies or, because he has his like own little materials and stuff. I like the scissors though. I like those scissors he's got though, because they look like they'll stay sharp for a really long time. I definitely like those scissors. I was like, ooh, I need those scissors. Definitely like those scissors. I'm not sure about the bobbin though yet, because he's got that new bobbin too that he's working on. It's just like when I started using the UV, trying to get used to that, and then I was like, I'm going back to the way I used to do it. Or I'm gonna mix the two things together, the styles together. UV is really cool, but then if you get bad UV and it doesn't, when you try to put that light on it, you're trying to tie it, then the glue doesn't like harden like it's supposed to, because it's basically it's like a curing process, but it's just sped up when you use that UV on it. And if something's wrong with the mixture, it's not gonna cure, right? It's gonna be like tacky, like real sticky and tacky, and it's gonna take forever to dry. Wasn't slow. Yeah, I'm just came out here. I was like, let me get a couple of hours in, an hour or two in. A couple of fish follow the jig good. As always, follow my lures, and I gotta finesse them into hooking something. A little bit of algae going out there. Here, I'll make it one thing, and then just do standard, and then hold on, and then there you go. I think I got it to work. Yeah, it's just a little breezy, and it's just kind of sloshing up against this little stump. There's like big old pieces they put in here. This is still this is like the old part. This is all old, but there's like a newer part. They put like, new beams in and everything. Kind of changed how the fishing is, kind of. Different type of material, But it is nice. It's not super super busy. Yeah, I've been forgetting. So I'm like, oh yeah, let me add a few. I forget sometimes, and then I kind of don't have too many, because then you have too many, and you gotta go through there and then figure all this, what's going on out. You have too many. Yeah, not quite. I think my next outing is gonna be. I might bring my worms, live bait, and everything, but I think I might be casting for bass pretty soon because I'm seeing a lot of perch and stuff around, more perch around, so I'm like, yeah, bass probably around too. It's crazy though, like you should be. Definitely was really nice that one day. Small school of trout around. Either that or there were salmon smolts or something, but there's a small school that was around. Oh, thought I felt a little bump there. The bait caster, those level wines. I have two. And the one I took a picture of, and then I have another one, and then I have a third one too, but it's like a deep sea. It's more like the ocean one. It's like a pen. It's more of like an ocean one, but I usually use that other one for everything. The gold looking one for all the bigger fish, and then I have like a nice one for like bass stuff. It's like discontinued one. Well, both of them are almost discontinued. One of them you got to get from overseas now because they make it overseas. They don't make it here anymore, and they call it something else. But it is a good reel. It works really good. Catch muskie with it. You can catch salmon with it. Ling cod with it. And then I got this bass reel, this bass level one that's got like the magnetic drag on it. One of the first ones that had that little anti-backlash magnetic drag thing on it. Like the first little set of those reels that came out. And it's really old. And I keep it in nice condition. I fish for bass with that, and I'm good. I haven't had to buy any of the new level casting reels in a while. That one, it's made by Browning, actually, of all things. If anybody remembers Browning, that company, and they were connected to a couple other names, and then they made a bunch of like hunting and fishing tackle. If anybody remembers Browning, yeah, it's like a Browning reel. It's really nice though. I technically got it for catfishing, for catching big cats, but then I think I never went back down south again for a while. So then it turned into my bass reel. turned into my bass casting thing. And then the pole I had is a one piece, so it's really for a boat for that one. And so not very fun traveling in a car or or if you don't have a big SUV, and we didn't at the time. So you don't have that reel would sit in the console of from the front seat to the back seat. This is kind of awkward riding, and you're trying to travel with that. I still have to do that, even though I have an SUV. I still have to take that pole and kind of like sit it in the console while I'm driving around. I have to sit it in like the passenger seat. It's got like its own seat. Yeah, I got this cool Browning one I use for like, all the bass lures, and the Texas rig. I use all that stuff on there. I use it with this rod too, but this is kind of one of my all-around freshwater ones. I just kind of put bait, put whatever on it. That one's more, I put fish lures and stuff. Literally like your heavy-duty artificial. This is like the finessing kind of rod here. It's for jigging kind of. And then I got it just in case I wanted to try pink salmon on it, because it'll hold the pink salmon too. So just but this season I'm gonna have to get this other rod, because some of the lures I got, I'm feeling I'm gonna catch a king by accident. So I'm getting a weird feeling when that time comes. I just have a weird feeling I'm gonna get some kings. Not on purpose. I need to get something with a little more backbone, just in case. That's what I get. Maybe that's a ticket. Go slow. You turn the little, some of them, they have a dial there, and that's for when you click the button, and then it makes it so the line goes out. You turn that little side piece, and you want that lure to fall really slow when you press that button. When you're gonna make a cast, you want to do that before you make a cast, and press it and see how fast the lure falls from the weight. And you want to adjust that dial so that lure just falls at the nice, solid, slow speed, because that's the tensioner for that, for when you cast. And you want it to fall at like a slow speed. So like when you press that button and you let the line out, you want it to just come off the spool really slow. And that's how you set it, so for when you cast it. And if you set it right, you won't get as much backlashes and stuff. And then if you have those ones with the magnetic part, then after you do that, then you set the magnetic anti-backlash part, and then you're really set. And you should be able to. But every time you put a different weighted lure, you need to adjust that. If you're just switching lures with the same rod, though, with the same reel, you have to keep adjusting it because of the weight of the. That's why you see a lot of those, the bass fishermen. They got like 4 different bass rods like that. So they're like that one's set for a crankbait, that's set for a spinnerbait, a certain size spinnerbait, that's set for, that's why they have like 3 rods sometimes, 4 rods, 5, at least 5 rods on their boat with different lures on them. So they don't have to adjust that every time, because if you're in a tournament, you don't want to be adjusting those all the time. You want it set already. So it's kind of a little trick. Those bait casters, yeah, they're They're a little, it's like a clump of something. The old ones, the really old bait casters, the level wines, you just press the button, you set that thing, and it still will backlash on you. They don't have no anti backlash on them, so you have to like thumb the spool when you cast to slightly leave your thumb on the spool to cast it, because they don't have anything like that on them. And I had one like that, but and the pen I have is basically like that. That's just how they make those. It doesn't have no anti-backlash or nothing on there. You just put it behind the boat and put your lures and flashers and stuff and start dragging your stuff behind there. You don't even really cast, but you could cast with it. But yeah, that it's not. It's more of a trolling reel. But I've seen people cast those before, but they're used to casting that style of. Trying to keep it down there at the bottoms. Anything? Nothing. All right. Well, I guess we'll go back to the spoon. Curly tail grub did get some attention, but it's the spoon it is. That's what they want, I think. Again, something bright and flashy, I guess. Seems to be getting more attention. Even with scent on the other ones, it just not too much going on. Thrown through that same area and nothing going on. Showing no interest. And I have caught them on shrimp out of here before, but it's different fish. But still not as good as worms for some reason. And cheese. It just seemed like my bait sat there forever before I got a bite. But in a pinch, you ain't got nothing. And you still want to catch something and you ain't got worms. Piece of bread or something else. Sometimes you catch something, even if it's not really what they're focused on. Oh man. Well, I couldn't leave anyway if I wanted to. The train is actually stopped over here, so I couldn't even get out of this place at all. Couldn't even leave if I wanted to. I'll have to show that browning when I get ready to really start focusing more and more on bass. I have to show it, like how it's a little different than it's really nice reel though, but it's a little different than the stuff they got out now. I've went and looked at some of these new bass, casting reels, and I'm just like, I don't like how they feel in my hand. They feel like they're not. They feel flimsy. I guess that's the word. They feel flimsy. This is my opinion. They just feel that way. I'm sure they're fine, but some of those casting reels I've picked up in the rods too that go with them, like the combos, I didn't like how they felt. They weren't expensive or anything. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. They just didn't feel. I didn't feel comfortable with them. I was like, oh, this doesn't feel. It feels like it's gonna break or something. You know, maybe it's just the type of material they're using. It just made me feel that way for whatever reason. Probably just me feeling being weird. But I've, sitting at like a sporting goods store, and I went in there and I was like, oh, they got like, I think they had some of the Guggen ones. There was those green looking rods. They got the green one. I was looking at them because they had like some deals on those. And I was like, that's not a bad price. And I was like looking at it, I was like, do I need another one of those? I have something like this already. And I picked it up. I was like, I don't know if I like the way it feels. Everybody picks their rods by how they like the way it feels or how the action should be, for how they fish. So. Yeah, you need to feel comfortable and confident in whatever you're fishing with. So sometimes someone else will be like, this is the greatest rod and reel. And you get it and you're like, I don't like it. But they're comfortable with it. And they can catch fish like no problem. And you just seem like you struggle. It's like, I can't. The feel of it, just, I don't know. The way the fish bite and stuff. Oh. Well, that's why. These crows. I don't know if you heard that crow. He's harassing a bald eagle right now. There's a bald eagle like circling above me right now. And he is just harassing this bald eagle to death. Yeah. Seagulls. They got a lot to say. They definitely have a lot to say, those seagulls. Yeah. I think it's gonna rain tomorrow for sure. Shut up, gulls. Trying to fish. I don't know if everybody remembers Dorf goes fishing. Fishing in the ladies. I think I talked about it before. Ladies is like chewing the chewing gum. He's like, stop chewing that gum. She's like, why? And he's like, them fish, they can hear it. They got the little ears on the side. They can hear that snappy snap of that gum. Like, what do you think of that? He's like, shh. She's like, fish don't have ears. He's like, yes, they do. They have little ears on the side. They hear that snappy snap. Cracking up. He's fishing, and then she starts catching all the fish, and he's not catching nothing. like, she's like, come on, let's go home. And he's like, no, I ain't stopped till I catch a fish. Because she out upstaged him and caught all the fish. It's not rare. You missed all the other times I went fishing, man. Fishing a couple times. This fish just bit my fishing line. That's funny. A little small one. Peyton, you missed out, man. Yeah. Yeah, this reel, I mean, that's what this reel is. It's like, it's super small. The rod's more heavy duty. The rod can take 15-pound line. And the ugly stick, you catch a lot of different stuff with it. I catch salmon with this thing. It's just, can I stop him from where he wants to go? That's the problem. The line has to be, heavy enough. And the reel has to be tough enough to stop him from where he's trying to go. That's the thing. And this one's a medium heavy, and I think it needs to be a little bit more tougher, stiffer, if that makes sense. A little more backbone to it, so for bigger fish. But it can handle, this rod is pretty good. You can handle a good 8-pounder, it's pretty good. You can handle a 5-pound bass straight on this 6-pound line. Pretty good. Kind of switched to it because it's funner to catch like those trout and stuff on it. It's a lot funner with the lighter line, and they don't shy away from the baits as much. Yeah, I'm not into all the new setups. Like, that's what's crazy. I'm using the same setup I used in 2003. I used the same bass setup I used in 2003. The only thing I'm interested in is the new lures and stuff. I get kind of interested in those sometimes. Like, oh, that could work pretty good. But I have so many soft plastics and stuff from when I used to fish a lot for them. I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to. I haven't been buying that stuff. Because I got some of that old stuff still around. I got flying lures, banjo minnows, the As Seen on TV ones, helicopter lure. I got one of those, a couple of those around. Got wacky worms of all different kinds. I got a bunch of just random stuff. Bassy type things around. Bunch of Callan's grubs. Got some Cincos. That's still kind of newer. That's within the last couple of years. Those kind of stuff. And there's a little school of fish right here. Just see. Really small. Well, if it says the line breaks at 20 pounds, it probably don't break at 20 pounds. If the line says it breaks it, if it says it's 6 pounds, it doesn't break at 6, usually. So your line you bought says 20 breaks at 20 pounds, it usually breaks before 20 pounds because when it's under the water, it loses strength under the water, actually, unless it's like a braid or something. If it's monofilament, it's gonna. If it says 6 pounds, it'll break it like, it's gonna break at like 4 or 5 pounds of pressure, depending on the brand. It's gonna vary brand to brand, obviously. I was gifting a couple things too, like family, people, like I was given like a box of stuff one time. Like, can you do something with this? It was like a box of just like random reels and things in there. I was like, oh, I guess, I don't know. I even got like I had like a deep sea wooden rod seat too, like an old school one, the heavy wood made ones. I have one of those laying around somewhere. Old school, like old school charter boat style fishing rod for like the ocean. I keep hearing people out here, but I don't. Oh, I see them. They're hidden. I was like, someone's talking over there, and I can't see where they're at. They're like sitting down. I think they're fishing. Doing something over there. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I mean, I almost got this one deal. This guy sold like a whole bunch of Shimano spinning reels, like the kind for trout and bass, like the smaller size. And he had like 10 of or 15 of them. And he was like, I'm getting rid of them. And he had nothing but Shimanos, all nice. They're all pretty nice, except for like 2 were kind of broken. And he was just like, yeah, you can have them. And he didn't want much for them. And I was like, those are spendy reels. He had like a few of them. I was like, probably could salvage some of these. They were really nice. And I was thinking about it because someone was saying they wanted it, they needed something happened and they needed one. Somebody was fishing and said they needed something like that and they couldn't get it. And I was like, I just saw like 7 of those for sale. Like cheap. He was selling them all together. I was like, they were cheap. And I just like ignored it. I was like, I don't need those. And then I saw that and I'm like, I should have bought those. I could have sent you one of those because there was a bunch. He had a bunch of them. Could have mailed you one. This guy had like 8 or 9 of them. He was just trying to, I guess he was moving or something. He's like, I'm trying to get rid of some of the reels before I move. Today was a good day. Ooh, boom, 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 boom. You never know. Nope, nothing. Da, 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 da. Oh boy, they really want us all stress us the heck out. Sometimes that's how I feel. These things that go on, like they just stress everybody out when you shouldn't be feeling stressed like crazy. Let's try jigging this and see. Got a few followers of these fish. So nothing. Today might not be the day, folks. Bunch of following fish, but nothing getting caught. Yeah. Today was a good day. Here comes somebody. They're like flying. They're trying to get their boat in here. Looks like a striper or a trophy or something. Where's he going? Oh, it's Going down. Boats out there. Got downriggers on there. Thought he's coming in here. Guess not. Going somewhere to fish or something. Well, been live for an hour and 41 minutes. Try singing the fish song again. Oh, he's going to there's an island. There's a little island over there. That little green patch is in. And there's a gap in between. That's a little island. He's going like behind it. It's kind of shallow out there though. I caught a ton of crawfish out there though. By hand out there. Because the water's real shallow. You can see the bottom. You can wade out pretty far. Doo-doo. It worked last time, right? Caught the fish last time, right? Candy. Candy girl. You are mine. I'm sneezing up a storm right now. Yeah, I'm gonna get you little fishies. Mm-mm. It's that wind. That's what's getting me. And I'm sure the pollen is stirring up too because we've had dry weather. So, when your eyes start watering, welling up, we're like, yeah, it's the pollen. I'm okay. Not in the best. Dad is in the hospital. So that's not good. But decided to come fishing. That part's not good, but we know that there's other powers at work. You know, they try to do things and craziness. So it's just how it goes. Just weird stuff that happens. We all have our times. So then we're out this direction. Yeah, we just fish. We're just fishing now. So funny to just goof off. Weird. Yeah. Whoa. Unexpected. Unexpected. Flames. Flame on. I got like a couple strikes with the spoon. That's it. And a couple of strikes with the other bait. That's it. I think I'm gonna move down a couple yards and oh, that's crazy. All right. I just got a strike. Letting this fall. I felt it. Oh, dunk. Way out there. Didn't hook the fish though. It's okay though. There will be another day. Probably gonna go fishing on a different day than I usually go. Just because I didn't go Friday and I was really wanting to go Friday. So I'll probably go like Wednesday or maybe Thursday. I might go earlier. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it's just been a lot of stuff going on. Going through the same thing. The dad went through the cancer stuff, and then going through the same thing as Jamie, basically. And there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of things going on. But I had to run to the VA hospital and just different things. In the middle of the night, and like, this is not the first time I've had to do that, but it was just like, this time I had to kind of stay in there, and it's kind of frustrating. He's all done with his cancer treatment stuff, but now, after you do all that, there's other things that come with after those treatments and stuff. Like, it changes people. It literally changes them. Like, kind of how they think and operate. It's crazy. It's what those treatments do. It changes how they communicate too. It's really crazy. You're like, it's the same person, but it's not the same. It's really weird. So when someone gets sick and you see that stuff, it's just like, oh man. You gotta appreciate every day. Definitely that. You gotta try to do that. Appreciate every day that you're able to go out and fish and do some stuff, even if things aren't optimal like you want them to be. Ooh. Oh, that one's cutting it up. Yeah, I got a couple dead bites over here. I'm gonna go down further because might be able to get a windbreak over here. Got my attack geese. Some watch us. Some people throwing hands on me. I'm just fishing and watching. Jeez. Geese. Geesey. Yeah, it's pretty slow for me right now. Let's try this. Push it real close. Yep, it's pretty slow right now. I think I'm gonna get ready to call it in a minute. I just wanted to come out and fish for a little bit. Just not too much action going on. Some perching and let's go. I'll take a walk down here. Make a few casts here. Walking. Yeah. Get out and do something for a little bit, right? We're gonna try it here a little bit. Try in here. A little closer to these. To the structure. And we will see what is going on here. How did I do this? There we go. We will try here and here. There's less wind over here. I was getting tore up by that wind a little bit. I was like, I'm gonna move over here. At least it's a little calmer over here. A little bit calmer over here. Ah, I was seeing those little bluegills that you're catching.
That's what I was talking to Tara about last year when my family brought that to my attention. Oh, was that last year? It was wow. And
Look. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Well, yeah, not many trout around right now. A few little ones. It's really small. Not much activity over here. Whoa. What's happening here? I have malfunctions here. Your fishing pamphlet's misleading. Hey, so sometimes with the way they write those rules in there, I mean, you have to really like, I'm like, I gotta study this. You know, you'll be like, let me look at this again. You know, I mean, make sure that you're doing the right thing, depending where you're fishing. That's kind of nice if you have your own pond or something. But it's not the same though. I mean, if it's your own pond, you're like, I know what they're gonna bite. I know they're hungry. Any lure you throw in there, you know that you're gonna catch something. So when you have like area like that, you know they're gonna be in there. You just don't know how big they are. I fished a place like that. Family has a thing, and I know I'm gonna catch fish when I go there. It's guaranteed I'm catching something. It's just a matter of, is it going to be a bass or is it going to be this? Or is it going to be a catfish? It's one of the two. And here, I'm not, it could be a trout, it could be a bass, it could be a perch, I don't know. It could be a suckerfish, carp, you never know. Pike minnow, pumpkin seed, bluegill, crappie, perch, you never know. But that's the thing. Catching is catching. Fun is fun. I'm just not seeing it. I saw a few fish though. First time you didn't catch a catfish. Let's see what we got going on here. Got a notification for something. Yeah, I'm gonna see for a little bit more. We got one bite on this one. Yeah, a lot of stuff is I'm gonna try for catfish eventually. But once it warms up, I'll give it a go in a couple spots. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try some stuff, some techniques. Yeah, I think. Yeah, been out here for 2 hours. I'm not ready to call it just because I'm not seeing too much going on. And it's lunchtime for me. Yeah, it's already 1:30 now. Yeah, you got it. This lake is just not that far from me, but there's other areas and stuff. Okay, that was kind of weird. Why did they do that? That's kind of weird. Yeah, this one's got a lot of different fish in it, but it's big and there's a lot of places you can kind of mess around and fish. I just been coming here because there's a lot of different structure and things to kind of mess around and in the water. But the trout opener was this weekend. I don't know how everybody did. I didn't go to any trout lakes. I stayed home. That might be what I'll do. I might go to one of these trout lakes. That might be what I'll do. go to a one of these trout lakes and see what's happening. Catch a few stalkers for fun. Probably not gonna keep any. I might keep one. I have fish in the fridge, so I might go do that. Different lakes, different things, different structures. Yeah, I think let's see. Oh, I didn't know I had that. I didn't know it had like a timer on it. Yeah, you too. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go. I'm gonna just maybe come back a different day or do something else, and I'm gonna go bring some food. Later, Tish. Yeah. What's going on? A couple perch chased it in, and that was it. Got excited for a minute. I'm like, oh, we got some perch. Later, later. Later, gator. Later, gator. See you later, alligator. Don't see me much or nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. Last cast, y'all. Usually I fish for 3 or 4 hours or so. I'm gonna call it though this time. Kind of got stuff going on too. All right, well, thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a bit. We got a little bit of fishing in. A couple hits, didn't land anything. I will see you next time, and peace.